And welcome to login system developed using PHP. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys straight into Notepad++ and we'll put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. Hi guys, and welcome to PHP login system. I'm going to start first of all by clicking on File, and let's click on Open Folder as Workspace. And inside this very workspace, let's go straight to my XAMPP here, because I'm going to be using the XAMPP. And right here, say where we have docs, click on that, and I'm going to create a folder in here. I'll just call it log system, and that is the file I intend to save all my work. Just click on select folder. Next, I'm going to enter HTML code, and underneath here, let's just run that up. I would say let's close the body, and I'm also going to close the HTML. Maybe we can do that in uppercase. There we go. There. And let's do this in uppercase as well. Okay, so before I go any further, I'm going to go straight to language here. Click on language and let's select PHP. Come to P and let's select PHP right there. Now then save it as, save as, let's say log system inside my folder that is called log. So click on that and no, go back, it should be here. Right there, log system. There we go, log system. And right there, just click on save. Next, I'm going to define the style that I intend to use. So let's come down here and just say style, and I'll then enter the type. Let's say equals. I'm going to be using text stroke CSS. Let's just close that up. There we go. And right underneath here, I might as well just close my style that I intend to use. So within the style, I'm just going to enter the following cascading style sheet commands. There we go. Okay, next. Okay, next. Now let me just close the head right here, this very one. And we can then enter the body as well. Close that up. And right here, grab hold of the body for my HTML. Now, within the body, let's specify the color of that very body. Come in here, just say BG. Our background color, that's going to be just a BG color, and that is going to be, I'm going to make that the blue letter 5F, 5F, give it up this, then I'll enter 9A, A0. There we go. That is going to be my column. Let's put that in a quote. There we go. And next, I want my text and so on to be centered. So let's just say center. And I intend to add an image. Let's add an image. Okay. And that image is going to be equals. I'm going to look for an image. Maybe I should use my own channel image for this. It's called channel friend underscore friend 45.png. I think, yeah, .png. You can get whatever image you want there. Okay, let me just check and see this very image that I've pulled that I intend to use. This is it right there. Okay, it's uppercase. So just press F2 and copy it then. So I don't get it wrong. Let's paste it in there. And I'm going to move that very image straight into my project folder called log system. Let's grab it and drag and drop it in there. There we go. Now, the next thing I want to do is come right underneath here and let's just define the following. So I'm going to say I want a bold font and the color for this font. I don't know, maybe I should make that. Let's make it black for now. If I don't like it, I just change it. So come right here and now press enter black. That might not be good though. And now let's make it white. Next, the style that I intend to use for this font, I'm going to make the size about 80. So let's grab a whole lot of style right there. And say equals font. And that is going to be size is going to be about 80. Yeah. Close that. And what do I want in there? I'm going to call it login system. Okay. And let's close off the font. So here, and now I'm also going to close off the bold. There we go. Then center. Let's close that as well. Paste and there we go. All right, looking good so far. Let me save it. Okay, I'm going to open up my exam. Just close it. There we go. As you can see, it's on start. So click that, click on the Apache, and let's click on the MySQL. And you see where we have an in there. I'm going to click on admin so that will open up a browser for me. Okay, now I'm going to then come right here. Let's get rid of all of this. I just want to see if it's going to work. In the first place, the name of my folder is called log system, and that is my login. So I'm going to call login system, log system, log system / I believe that the login is in lowercase, login.php. Let's check that out. Yeah, it's in lowercase. So let me just press enter and see. There we go. Look at that. The background is that blue, or where is my font? So let's minimize that. As you can see, my font is missing. Let's come right down here, minimize this, and right there. I should have closed this here. So let's just close that. There we go. I'm going to save that. And let's go back to my browser, and here, just click on that and reload. There we go. Look at that. Login system. Yeah, white is not bad. That's good. I'm going to retain that. Okay, next thing, let me draw a line across. Yeah, why not? Let's come right down here. Yeah, maybe underneath. Okay, let's say, give me an horizontal line. Horizontal. And let's say the size is going to be equals to maybe, let's say 10. What about color? What shall we set it for? Yeah, we can also set it for white because that white looks brilliant on it. Yeah, let's set it for white. There we go. I'll close that off. Okay, I'm going to save this and just kind of like try it out. So let's come into the browser and refresh. There we go. Look at that. Maybe I should add another line here to get that centered, and to be half of this. So let's come right in here and just enter. So add a line that is going to be about 50% of the one below and 5% peak. Background color is white and so on. So let's save that as well. Go back in here and just refresh. There we go, guys. Check that out. All right. Minimize that. Okay, let's divide the whole working space. So I'm going to come in here now and just let's enter divide in there, and I might as well just close it. There we go. And yeah, close that. Next, I'm going to create a table in there, and this very table, I'm going to use the following style sheets. So let's say class that will be equal style. So equal style number one. All right, so let's close the table here. And the other thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to add rows and columns. So let's say rows, and underneath here add a column. That's TD. There we go. And I'm also going to create a form there. Okay, while inside this form, let me add some methods. So let's say method, and that is going to be ask the system to get it posted. So let's say post, and I'm also going to specify the action that should take place. That is going to be for it to grab hold of the PHP, so PHP and echo. That's going to be for my server. So underscore server. There we go. And let's just say PHP. The PHP is going to be self. PHP underscore self. And let's enter column there. Make column, question mark, and that's and speech mark. Yeah. So inside this form, I'm going to create another table there. Let's bring that here and just dump it in there. And I will change the style of that to cascading style number 2. This is very one here. Okay, the first one is this, second one is that. Okay, for this very table, let's kind of like enter a width for it. So then I have to make that maybe about 400. So let's come in here and say width. That is going to be equals 400 pixels. Yep. Next, I'm going to create a role, and let's just say that role and column. And this role and column that I'm creating again, I am now going to make one of them to be the user ID. So let's come right underneath here. This very one here, that's going to be my user. All right, so let's close that. And I'm going to create another one for my input. Let's say TD. Again, that's going to be for the input. I can just grab hold of this. There. And this will be for the input. So right here, you can just say input type, and that is going to be equals text. run that up, and name that is going to be user. And this very user, I will assign a placeholder for it, placeholder, and that's going to be user as well. Okay, right. And I'm just going to enter a width for it. So let's grab all of this, come right underneath here and just paste that. And just make the width about 300. And let me just enter style here. So the style is going to be for the width, and that says style equals width, and the width is 300. And let's enter a class as well for this very one. Come right here and just paste that. I'm now going to change that style to 300. All right, so let's round up this very one here. I'm just going to enter, close that row off. There we go. Okay, that's fine. So the table is closed, and I'm going to just get the whole lot centered here. And I want to create another one. There's another one here, just say center. Oh, no, it's not copied. Let's copy it properly and do that. I think I've deleted something here. Yeah, copy and just paste it right here. Okay, next is going to be for the password. I can just copy all of this that I have in here. So copy that and let's use it for the password. I'm going to come right down here. Just paste and change this to password. Right, and let's do the same thing here. So the name is going to be password. I'm going to make that upper lowercase, and the placeholder password. Okay, so let's just carry out few maintenance here. I'm supposed to enter less than, and let's close this one here as well. Right, I'm going to repeat the same thing here and here. There we go. Maybe I should bring this down. That's why I thought kind of like make a mistake. Okay, now just enter column in here and here as well. All right. So you see here we have the style width. I'm going to change that. This is the width column, and here it's going to be style equals. Yeah, that's correct. And I might as well just copy this. No, this is wrong. Correct this. Yeah. So let's copy this very one and replace this. There we go. All right. That's looking good so far. Okay, I'm going to also draw a line. Let me come right here. Grab this my very line here. Yeah. We'll grab both lines. This one. One will be for the inner, the shorter one will be for the inner, and the other one, the longer one, will be for the outer. So let's come in here and say center and bring this one down here. Yeah, and get rid of this for now. Okay, there we go. Okay, right underneath here, I'm going to enter my input. So we say input that will be of type submit. Okay, let's just grab hold of this. Input that will be type submit. And the value that is going to be, let's say, equals login. There we go. Then the class will definitely be that of a button. So let's say equals btn. And let's just close that. There. And what else? I'd like the following to be displayed underneath. Let's come here and say p, and that's going to be not a user, maybe in the case as well. And here I'm just going to create a link. So let's say link. Okay, reference the following HTML, reference the following. Let's say was registration. So I will have to create that. So let's just say registration. No, I don't have that yet. Registration.php. So that means when you log in with invalid details, so this will pop up. So let's come in and just say make that bold and just enter registration or register here. Register here. Close B and also close the paragraph. There we go. And center. Let's round that up and close that. There we go. All right, that is for the submission button. I'm going to create another one for reset. Let's just copy this. I'll paste that underneath here and I'll change this to reset. So in here, we say reset, and here that will be reset as well. There we go. And they're both buttons. All right, so let's see. Okay, the value is reset. What about the name? Okay, it's gonna need a name. Okay, let me just save it first. I want this. Let's change this color to gray. Yeah, or maybe black, gray, or black, something like that. Let's see. I'm gonna make it black. I can always change it, and I'm going to change this to black as well. All right. I'm gonna need a name for it. But first of all, let's save, and let's pop to my browser here and just refresh. There we go. Look at that. Okay, that's not working yet. Reset is not doing anything yet. So that is my login interface. So let's run this up, and underneath here, I'm here to print this. Let me just round up the whole lot. So I'm going to come down here and close off everything. So right here, let's close off the form. So we say form close here. Yeah. And now close off the, okay, and let's close off the role as well. Then table, close that one. Okay. Now I've already closed this off. Then the form, I have two forms. It's one here. Yeah, that's done. Okay, one. All right. Okay, next I'm going to add another line. So let me copy this. So let's come right here. Let's paste that in here. And underneath here, I'm going to add another line underneath the divider. And here, I'll just change this one to white. Now leave the others as black. So let's come right here, change this to white as well. Yeah, so this one will be for the inner box and this one will be for the outer. So let's save and try out, and there we go. Look at that. Okay, now let's create our registration form. If you guys can still remember, I call this registration. Let me show you guys the code again. See right here, that is it, registration. So I'm going to copy all of these lines of codes. So let's just copy that, and I will open up a new page entirely. And this very new page, let's paste that in there. I will save it as registration.php. Okay, so just copy that and let's go to language and change that to PHP. Now go straight to the file and save as. I'm gonna save it right in here inside my folder called system log system. Paste that in there and just click on save. There we go. My registration.php is ready. But one thing that I want to do now is I'm going to add some details in here. So let me just copy all of this up to here, copy that, and I'm going to paste that underneath here. There we go. So we need to change this around. So, but maybe I should just test it first. Let's save that. So look, it is registration.php, and here I should change this one to login.php. Okay, so let's try it out before I change all of this. So this would have been password and so on. So let's just save it. Open up my browser. This is for login, and I'm going to create another one. So let's come in here and just enter 127. Okay, let's accept that, but this is going to be a registration.php. Press enter. There we go. So all I just need to do is change all of this around. So if I click here, it should take me straight to the login. And if I click here, let's assume end user enter the invalid login details. It should take you there. Okay. So let's change all of this around. So I'm going to come in here now and change the following. So this is going to be email, and this will be email as well. There we go. Okay. The next is going to be surname. So we have here surname here, and here will be surname as well. Make that lowercase. Then this is going to be first name, and here we have first name. All right, so next, that is going to be password. So let me just grab hold of all of these here. We have password, and I'm going to need one more. Username, password. Okay, that's fine. Right here, I'm just going to enter password there. Password. Here is going to be password. Alright, so that is fine. Here, that's first name, so I'm going to change this to first name. First name here, and this will be surname. Okay, I think I am in the right form. Alright, let's save that. Save, and let's go to the browser and refresh. Let's refresh. There we go. So when the user decide to register, we have names, username, password, first name, surname, email. Let's change this to email as well. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So let's go back and get that changed to email. Back in here, scroll down. This will become email. Brilliant. Save. Back in here, refresh. That is good. Okay, looking good so far, but I do need to change this title. That's supposed to be registration instead of login system. So I'm going to get back here. Let's go right up here. Just change that to registration. Okay, registration system. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to change the. Let's come down here. There's another one that needs changing here. Right here. So let's change this one to registration system as well. Okay, so looking good. I'm going to save that and just check out the browser. So let's reset. There we go. We have the registration system there. We can click here and get to the. That's good. Okay, one other thing here, have not a user register here. So here I'm just going to change that to already a user. Then we have the login. So I'm going to come to my. Okay, let's come in here and just the Notepad++. So I need to change that to login. Okay, scroll right down. Yeah, right here. So I'm going to change this to login. There we go. And I'll change this one here. Let's change that to already a user. And we have login here. Okay, so let's save that. Back to my browser. Refresh. Already a user. Login. Okay, if you're a user, then you log in. All right. Okay, guys. So before I go any further, I'm going to create a database. So let's come in here and just select exam. And in here, I'm now going to open up PhpMyAdmin. So let's just click on that. And right here, so let's come right here and just create, say, database. I want to create a new database. So let's give it a name. I'm going to call it login system, something like that. Login 6. Okay, I don't have anyone like that here, so that's fine. I want to click on create, and there we go. That's login 6. So the table name, I'm going to call that register, and number of rows, let's make that 6. Click on create. Very good. The very first one here, I'm just going to call that ID, and let's come right here. I'm going to make that my primary key, and let's check. Say okay, and in here I'm going to check that as well, so that it will auto increase. And here that's going to be username, and this is going to be password. First name, yeah, let's go for first name. Then surname, and here email. Okay, let's make this one lowercase as well. Right. Okay, and the data type, I'm going to leave ID as integer, and this one is going to be voucher, and here as well. So that's just for characters. All right, and the length of my data, let's make this one about 10, and here we can just call this about 30. Yeah, 30 here, 30 and 30, and this about, let's make the email 50. Yeah, that will do. Okay, so primary key is set, auto increase, and come right down here and just, if you want to view your SQL, yes, you can go ahead and just view it. That's it right there. Okay, next, I'm just going to click on save. There we go. I've just finished creating my SQL table. Okay, let's minimize that. So we need to now go straight into our Notepad++. And in here, I'm going to create another file on this Notepad++. We can just call that, maybe we'll give that another name. I'm going to call it sign up. So in here, okay, so let's just click on new and select the language. It's going to be PHP. And let's save. All right, so just call that sign up. Sign up is in place. Click on save. There we go. So let's sign up there. All I just need to do now is let's say less than question mark, and let's just identify as PHP, and right underneath here I'm going to close my PHP. There we go. Next I'm going to declare the following. It represents, let's say and this is going to be user, the username, and that's going to be equals post. It's entire dollar sign up and post. And I'm right in here and just enter user. Okay, semicolon there. That's fine. I'm going to be repeating the same thing for the others. So let's come right down here and just paste. Five of those. And this one is for my email. This is going to be email as well. Then we have the surname. Change this to surname. And this is going to be first name. And here, that's going to be the password. And we have another password. Right. That's good. Looking good so far. So I'm just going to save that. Okay, next I'm going to now use an if statement to check if any of these are not empty. So let's come in here and just say if not, that's how we enter not empty. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the surname. So I'm going to grab all of the surname and dump it right here. Let's put that in a bracket. Okay. And that surname is not empty, or the password is not empty. I'm just going to grab all of these, copy, and let's just paste. As password, that will be for surname, first name, surname, email. So let's change that around. So password, or password is not empty, or first name is not empty, surname, there we go, and email, if those ones are not empty. What else do I want the system to do? And I want it to do as follows. Let's close that up. Yeah. Now, I'm going to get hold of the host. Let's say host, and that is going to be equal the local host, of course, local host. Then, what about the user? So I'm just going to call that, let's say user DB. Or we can just say user. Okay, user database. Let's give it user database. Username database. That should be equals the root and password. So I'm going to make that password DB, and that's, yeah, I'm going to make that empty. There's nothing in there. And what about my database name? And we can just call that named DB, named DB, and that is going to be, that is known as login. I have that here. There we go, login system, login system code, login system. There. Okay, so I guess you guys can see that. There we go. Next, now I need to get the system connected. So come right down here, and I'm going to then say connect. That's the variable for my connection. That's going to be new. MySQL, MySQL I, and that is going to be the host, this one here, comma, username database, comma, password database. Let's take pick off one D. Yeah, take it off. I'll just leave it. Password DB. Yeah, that's fine. Then we have name DB, comma, paste that in there. Right. So using an if statement. So I'm going to say if MySQL I connection underscore error, then this is a message. The system should die, something like that. So that's going to be if MySQL SQLi, and that is going to be underscore connect. I think I might have that here. Underscore connect error. Enter parentheses and close it. And curly braces. So in that case, I want the system, I want it dead. I want it to die. So let's display something there. Just say connection error. So my SQL connection error number. Okay, my SQL connection error number should be here somewhere. Dot my SQL error. Grab hold of all of this. Just paste it right here. There we go. And close up my curly braces. Okay. So I'm going to then say else. I want the following SQL set statement which says select, that will be equals select email from register. That is the name of my table. Register where email equals question mark, and the limit that will be 1. So the email can never be the same type of email. So my email will be different from yours. That's what's going on there. That is good. So let's also insert that will be equals insert into the register. Just increase user is logging on. So let's say username. And I'm also going to insert password there, comma, first name, surname, and finally email. There we go. Those are the values to be added. So let's say values. That will be in question mark. Let's put about 5 there. And just close that out. There. Alright, so that is fine. Next, I'm going to now state my prepared statement. So let's just say stmt. That is going to be this stmt. That's my own variable. So that's going to be equals my connection variable dash prepare select. So my selection statement here, probably that, and then dump it here. There we go. Right. I'm going to repeat the same thing to bind my email as well. So let's say prepare, that will be equals prepare. I want you to bind the email. My variable, that's bind underscore parameters for this will be s. That's good. So, and I now want you to get executed. Let's say prepare the stl variable executes. Executes. There we go. Next, now let's get it by the results. By underscore result of the email itself. Next, I'm also going to store the result. Let's store that underscore result and run. Next, let's see, next number that will be equals stm new. Go to the next row. All right, so that is done. Next, I'm now going to use an if statement to check if the number here, if it's 0. So let's come down here. Let's say if the number is 0, then I want it close. All right. Now, I want you to also echo. So I'm going to come down here and just say, let's say echo. And that is going to be the form. Let's say form action. Form action equals login dot log. This login is the name of my login.php. .php, right? Function login.php, and the method is for it just to process. Let's say method that will be post equals post, and close off the form. Okay. And I'm also going to get it linked to this very one here, to this by registration. Okay, come right down here and then get that linked. Let's create an hyperlink. So, you know, that will be linked to the following. This registration. So login will be linked to the registration itself. Hey, so I now get the airport to open up my registration if it's successful or not. Else, the registration form, in that case, this email address already exists. So that's if it's a duplicated email. And right there, that is it. So let's save this. Click on save. Right. Okay, next I'm going to have to call my connections this very one here. I'm going to call it inside my login. So supposing I just grab hold of all of these and go to login here. That is it. Come right down. Let's tab and let's create a PHP in here. Let's PHP. And right down here, I'm just gonna paste my login info. And right underneath connect, that is going to be equals new connection, new MySQL and the first connection is going to be for the host. Is that there? Comma user DB, paste password DB, paste, and we have the name. There we go. Close that up. Now let's use an if statement. If is set. If is set. Let's say the $sign underscore post, and in here let's go for the username. Okay, if the username is set, enter curly braces, then we'll say username is post. That's username. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab hold of all of these, right down here. The username equals is post username. Then I'm gonna repeat the same thing for password. So we say password. Let's grab hold of password in. Password is post password. That's password. There we go. So now let's use selection. Let's say SQL that is equals select all from register where username equals surname and password. So let's grab username and password. The username, okay, where username equals username, so dot username, that, and password equals password, dot password. And the limit will be 1 as well. Let's see, limit that is 1. Good. Next, I'm going to say results that's equals my SQLi underscore query. There we go. And that is going to be, let me get my variable, comma, and grab hold of the variable SQL as well. There we go. Next, I will then use an if statement to check the value inside the result. So let's come down here and say if my SQL number underscore rows and the results, if it's 1, equals the value of 1, and enter a statement block in here. Then I'm going to use echo on this. Echo, I want you to deliver as follows. Let's say from action, and that is going to be equals, I'm going to make something up. I do have a piano that I can enter in there, so let me just say piano underscore fd dot html. So open that for me. I think I do have a video of that anyway. Now just say method that is going to be equals post. There we go. Now let's close off the form. I also want you to link the piano, so I'm going to enter hyperlink there. And that's going to be is very piano there. We have to copy the piano and dump it in there. All right, there we go, and make the text that will appear bold, and that is going to be font color. Yeah, that will deliver that. Make that white. Let's say white color for it. And there's a message that will say login is successful. Continue to the next page. Say continue to next page and close out the fonts. Yeah. And else I want the following. Grab hold of all of this. So this is going to be right within the register. I think it's lowercase registration, I call it. Registration.php. Okay, so that's fine. Now I'm just going to copy this, dump it here, and the following message: invalid login. Click here to register. Here, click here to register, and that's it. So that is fine. We're going to save that, and now let's go to my folder. I'm now going to go into my folder to get hold of this and dump it in here. So I think it's here, notes. You just grab hold of all of this. It's just a piano. You guys can use any other thing you want. Alright, so I'm gonna copy that. Let's just copy it. Let's go into the folder for these very projects. There we go, and dump it right in there. There we go. So that is it. So everything should be working as expected. Now, decision time is coming here. Okay, I'm going to, let me show you guys the database as well. As you can see, there's nothing in here. So let's come in here so we can know we have to register. So let's register with Johnny. Okay, and Johnny login details should be 8007. Name is Johnny Davis, and the email. The email is Johnny at Gmail. There. Okay, so I'm going to now click on register. There we go. Registration is successful. Continue to next page. There we go. I'm here now. And here is 007. I will 8007. And let's log in. But first of all, if I click on this login, let's come in here in my database. And I'm just going to refresh that to make sure the data is there. Look at it. Johnny's data is in there. So let's come back in here and just click on login. There we go. Login is successful. Continue to next page. Click on that and we get to our piano music, guys. You see that, guys? That's how you create your own login system in using PHP. I know it's a bit long tutorial, the whole process. But guess what? It's very good for your training or whatever you intend to use it for. So with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this brilliant tutorial. Suppose you guys enjoy it, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. And for all my members, thanks for your support. Bye for now.